Hello and welcome everyone to a very special edition of Sports Quarter. I'm Shivani. Gupta. It indeed was a sad, emotional day for Indian cricket as one of its greatest warriors, VVS Laxman, announced his retirement from the game with immediate effect. The ace Hyderabadi, who has played one of the most magical knocks in the history of Indian cricket, with adieu to the game earlier today, and emotionally Laxman thanked his family, fans, the BCCI and his teammates for guiding and encouraging him throughout his 16-year-long career. Laxman was selected for the upcoming Test series against the Kiwis. However, he has decided to hang up his boots, declining a farewell Test opportunity at his home ground. The Wristly magician played 134 Test matches for India, scoring 8,781 runs at an emphatic average of 45.97. with 17 centuries and 56 50s. Laxman also represented India in 86 ODIs, in which he scored 2,338 runs with 6 centuries to his name. Laxman can also be accredited for transforming Indian cricket with his magical knock of 281, that iconic knock against the Australians in 2001, an innings which triggered a turnaround of sorts in Indian cricket and took it to greater heights in the following years. He is particularly known as a nemesis for the Australian side, scoring bulk of his runs against them. Let's now listen in to what an emotional Laxman had to say in Hyderabad earlier today about his retirement and his career.
I would like to announce my retirement from international cricket with immediate effect. It's been 16 years since I made my international debut for India, and I feel it's the right time for me to move on. I've always kept the country's success and need ahead of my personal aspirations. I think it's the right time to give opportunity to a youngster in home conditions before obviously the tough overseas tours next year. As a youngster, representing India was a dream for me, and I'm very grateful to the Almighty for blessing me to live my dream. I have always felt that through cricket I've got an opportunity to serve my country, and I therefore took a lot of pride in wearing the India cap. I was fortunate to play in an era where Indian cricket team played some of its best cricket, not only at home but also overseas.
Certainly he has played in one of the best eras of Indian cricket. It was Rahul Dravid in the end of last season, and even before this season could begin, VVS Laxman has announced his retirement. Nikhil Chopra, former Indian cricketer, with me in the studio. Nikhil, you were with me when we were listening through the press conference that he had and everything he had to say. But at the end of it all, are you surprised, are you shocked that he has refused to play even the 2 Test matches against New Zealand?
Very surprised. It was on the cards, and before the press conference, I guess everybody was thinking, and the murmurs were going around that he'll play the 2 Test matches and then he'll be hanging up his boots post Bangalore. But with immediate effect, that means he doesn't get to play at his home ground. Fans who would have been waiting to see Laxman don the India whites one last time in his own home ground is not going to be happening. So I was very shocked.
Yeah, let's go across to Sourav Ganguly, former Indian captain. He's joining us live on the show. Sourav, your thoughts on the timing of it all, and also more specifically the fact that VVS Laxman has decided not to play the New Zealand series even though he was selected for those 2 tests.
Well, to be honest, I did expect it coming, that he would retire at some stage, but didn't expect it with immediate effect. I think there was some communication gap there, or something which has gone in from the selectors which he didn't like, and I think that is the reason he has decided to retire with immediate effect. I think the selectors have not handled it very, very well at all. If they had to finish, they had to ask Laxman to finish after these 2 Test matches, they could have done that straight away after the tour of Australia when Rahul Dravid finished his international career. They could have spoken to Laxman and said that, listen, I don't think you need to go forward anymore, and take a call as Rahul Dravid has done. So I think it's a complete mismanagement by the selectors, and I think it's a decision. The decision of doing it with immediate effect is, I think, a decision out of anger.